As I told you, this simple application will have two main component. One is login and another one is dashboard. I create these two components now. I open my project and I click on src directory and then components directory. I create my components inside this components directory. This is this is one component, and this is another component. I delete this default hello world component. Sorry, I deleted dashboard plug component. I I want to delete I deleted the hello world component. Now I create the dashboard component again. Okay, so I open login component and now okay, so this is the basic skeleton of view component. If you are using VS Code, then I highly recommend you to install Viter. This plugin, it gives you a lot of features like code highlighting, snippets, linting, formatting, and auto completion, etc. If you want to learn the complete usage of this plugin, then I highly recommend you to read this slide and watch this video. Okay, so these are my two components with basic code. Okay, the hello world component is also imported here and used here. I should delete it. It is used here. I should delete it. Okay, our application should work now. Okay, our application is working, and we have only logo, and logo is showing here. Okay, so now let's import our component and define routes for them. To save time, I copy and paste code from my another project. I click on main.js and here somewhere here I import my components, login component and dashboard component. Then I define routes for them. Sorry, I define routes for somewhere here or here, somewhere here. I define routes for them. Now the next step is to create the object of view router and pass this route. I create the object of view router and I pass this array as a parameter. We imported view router here. The next step is to register this route here to pass this to our view object. Okay, Now I also clear my app component, and okay, so we are using ion we will be use Ionic. What's here? Okay, okay, let's copy the code from another directory. So this, not this. Okay, so this is router view, and this is Ionic app. Okay, everything of each component will be injected here. If I hit the URL of our login component, then all the content of login component will be injected here. And if I hit the URL of our dashboard component, then all the content of our dashboard component will be injected here. And this is the root, and this is the parent tag of, this is the parent Ionic tag. All Ionic code will go inside this tag. We will write all our Ionic code inside this tag. Let let's create a div here, dashboard component, component, and also a div here, login component. Okay, so the base URL is for login component. As you can see, the base URL is for login component, and the slash dashboard URL is for dashboard component. Okay, this is the content of dashboard component. Now let's design our log screen. I will use Ionic now. If you are interested to explore Ionic more, then this is the Ionic official website. Okay, so I copy the login code from from my from my another project. From this project, I copy it and paste it here. I just remove this code. Okay, so this is simple Ionic code. This is Ionic app should not be here. It's already, I removed it. Wait, I removed. I removed. Okay, it should be here. I removed from here. Now we have the header and the content area. I'm using grid, and in grid we have some columns. Size on medium screen 6, size on large screen 5, and size on extra small screen 12. And I have two input boxes.